On this episode of Tombstone Tea, I decided to discover some graves at Lincoln Cemetery that weren't so famous. So I want to talk today about the grave of Rekia Boyd. I saw this grave just kind of standing out, and I thought it was a beautiful headstone, and I stopped by because the name seemed really familiar. So I wanted to tell you all the story about 22-year-old Chicago woman, Rekia Boyd, who was senselessly gunned down by an off-duty officer on March 21st, 2012. Rekia was hanging out with three friends at Douglas Park on the west side of Chicago, not too far away from where I grew up. I've been to this park many, many times, walking around the track with my family, and Douglas Park is also home to the annual Riot Fest. Now, the off-duty officer, his name was Dante Servin, and by numerous accounts, he showed up to the park looking for trouble. He called the police to file a noise complaint, then decided to take matters into his own hands and approached the group, accusing them of being drug dealers or either looking for drugs. Who knows what fix he needed that night, but he got his fix by shooting into the group. And he shot Rekia in the head and also her friend Antonio in the hand. And initially, the police tried to say that there was a gun at the scene, but that was proved false. And the prosecutors charged Servin with involuntary manslaughter, but that was cleared of all charges by Judge Dennis Porter, citing that the shooting was intentional and therefore first-degree murder. And because of double jeopardy, Servin couldn't be charged with this cold-blooded murder, because that's exactly what it was, cold-blooded murder. But I wanted to just bring light to this because her family did an awesome job with this memorial. But I also wanted to bring light to this senseless murder by an off-duty officer. And also, November, please get out and vote. Don't just think about the president that you're voting for. Think about the state's attorneys. Think about the judges that you all keep putting into office that clearly mean nobody any good. Like, please just think about those things when you go off to the polls. So this is in the memory of Rekia M Boyd, November 5th, 1989 to March 22nd, 2012.